Okay, well, good morning and welcome to our last Thursday morning call for November. Because the next Thursday morning, we're all going to be hanging around the kitchen or thinking about turkey, or at least us in the US. You Canadians, you beat us to the punch. You already had your Thanksgiving, but ours is coming up. But along with that, Thanksgiving comes some pretty exciting business building opportunities that we're going to talk about today. Before we do, I wanted to kind of talk about my background. Okay, you've seen that before in some of the slides and show and such. Let's see if I can pin myself. This beautiful background is our story. This is LifeWave, phenomenal company, major growth occurring. And Robert and I had the good fortune to be on a call with David just a few days ago, and he updated sales. And I just want to give you these numbers. These are official from El Presidente. In 2023, we did 405 million. That's last year, 405. This year, we're on track to do 600 million. That's like a 50% growth in 1 year. Let's see, we got to mute people. And yeah, okay, Roy, I'm going to mute you because we're getting your background noise. And
hey, Gregory, are we able to publish those and promote those like you're doing now? Because they're official.
I don't see why not. He didn't say it was a
okay,
secret.
Good. It's not anymore.
He didn't say don't disclose this. 405 in just don't give the source, okay?
I'll say it was Kai.
We have a reliable source that has shared that sales for 2023 was 405 million, on target to do 600 million for 2024 this year here. A little more than a month left. So I think their forecasts are probably pretty accurate. But here's the exciting thing. 2025, they're targeting for between 850 to 900 million. And what I've been saying when I'm on the phone doing three-way calls and talking to, prospects, that, the fact we did 400 last year, we're going to do 600 this year has been no secret. We've been talking about those numbers for a while. But what I've been saying, and what I'd encourage you to consider, the verbiage is, we're on track to hit close to $1 billion in sales next year. And I got from good, reliable source that the company's actual forecast is 850 to 900 million. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit $1 billion in 2025. But if we don't get it in 2025, guaranteed, we're going to be $1 billion player in the wellness and direct sales industries by 2026. And as the old saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats, doesn't it? And we're in the right place, right timing, right company. And I just wanted to share that, just as a foundation, because here we are wrapping up the year. And this is our last Thursday morning call for November. And we won't have one next week. And the next one will be in December 5th. And we have a very special guest with us on December 5th. So mark your calendars. JJ Joshua, who's been Robin's friend, partner, and life coach for over 30 years. She's been my friend and life coach for over 20 years. We've kind of established that every year she does a brief training on conscious completion and how to wrap up the current cycle, the current year, put the past behind us, and dive into the future for 2025. So she'll be a special guest on the next Thursday morning call, which will be December 5th. So mark your calendars on that. But today we want to talk about business building tips in the holidays, because this is a very exciting time, because between now and our next Thursday morning call, we're going to have the special. We're going to have the Black Friday special. We're going to have the Cyber Monday. And sometimes those Black Friday specials extend more than for a day. Sometimes they extend more than a week. And again, I have from good source that it probably will last about a week. Okay, I'm not sure what day it's going to start, but I wouldn't be surprised if it started a few days before Thanksgiving and went on a couple of days after the weekend. So that's a time where you can really ring the bell and really invite your brand partners, new and old, to take advantage of these excellent, excellent specials, discounted prices. And then on the tail end of that, we have Cyber Monday, which is always a killer event. And and I wouldn't be surprised if the company had another promotion in the queue for December. So just so we have probably 3 major promotions coming up over the next 6 weeks, which really could really help end the year strong. And however you end this year is how you start next year. So yesterday on our director's call, we had a in-depth discussion about this. And Janet Kiefer, one of our SPDs, did a wonderful presentation, but she couldn't be here with us today. So I'm going to do something that I don't think we've ever done before, but I'm going to play an excerpt from our director's call, because every Wednesday we have a director and above mastermind leadership call, and we usually incubate some valuable ideas to share with everyone else, the wider audience here on this call. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove my pin, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to let Janet talk to us. I think it's for about it's about 13 minutes. It's not that long, but she just did such a splendid job. It was a prepared presentation with a slideshow with PowerPoint that I'm going to share that with you. So here we go. Share screen, share, and I'll make sure that I activate the sound optimized for video and share. And here we go. I'll make it full screen and we'll get it started. So get out your notepads. She's going to share some valuable things that you're going to make note of. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Some of you are new directors. Some of you have new managers and new brand partners that have never been through this part of the year. And my directors on here and above, we started in July talking about this to our team, because we don't want them going to sleep. I mean, a lot of turkey and pumpkin pie and you're asleep. And so I want to just give you some thoughts and invite other leaders who've been through this to add their thoughts. We're doing a special managers and above training on Saturday. We keep our pedal to the metal for sure. But before we jump in there specifically on the how, I'd like to really bump us up a little bit. If you're on the director call, you're a leader. And we are really blessed that Gregory and Robin do this, because I hear other teams and they're not getting this training. They're not getting this support. And your job from manager to director and director above is to lead. So I remember we saw Jack Hanfield at the convention. Well, I got his success book, which I really recommend. Get it, you guys. You can just pop in a chapter whenever you want. There's just great stuff in it. And I copied this today. He said, leaders are mentors that help you see possibilities. And so for someone who's never been through the Black Friday, and it goes for a couple weeks, actually, you guys, they don't know the possibilities. They don't know what this is about, and we have to lead them. Leaders model the desired behavior, right? So they need to see you. They need to hear from you. Leaders set expectations. We've got a laundry list of expectations for my team, but we're giving them guidance how to do it, right? And leaders speak more from the heart than the mind. And that's what's really part of Live Younger, which I love so much, is you really do feel supported here from the heart. But I'm a real, you know me, you guys, I'm a real bottom line, let's get this done kind of girl. And I have to make sure I get that heart piece in. So tell them, why do they want to do this for Black Friday? Why, how many more lives can we touch through Black Friday? How about those people been sitting on the fence? Well, I've got this little, I clipped this little thing. It says, oh, what fun it is to save. And breaking us into the holidays. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to have incredible savings coming up. So, Gregory, do you want to go into a couple how-tos?
Yeah, I think that'd be wonderful, please.
Okay, and any of the other leaders, throw your hand up. I may not grab them all. But first of all, and Barbara Larrabee, I want you to open up your mic. I want you to talk about the back office a little bit. You really want to get a list of your brand partners, your customers. You want to be prepared. You want to get your team prepared. Everybody's busy from like Monday through Thanksgiving, right? There's a lot of travel. People are cooking. People are with it, but they're going to sit and talk and they're going to have lots of things. So you want to tell your team, wear your patch somewhere visible, right? So it'll cause conversation. Now, you don't have to put it right here, but you could say that you had a migraine headache and it's helping and they'll notice it. But you want to truly tell them how to get started, open conversations, talk about these specials. I'm going to give a caveat. Barbara, are you there and you can be ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
We are focused on X39 and we train our team to focus on X39. However, Black Friday opens it up to specials that we never get a chance through the rest of the year to save on. And I know a lot of my new people, they don't really know the other patches. So this is the time of year I'm going to share more about them and what the patches do, because people like, well, what's this one do? What's that one do? So I'm going to pause for a sec. Barbara, tell them how they can go in their back office to get ready.
Okay, so one thing we have been learning, thanks to Robin, we've been learning more about how to use the reports in the back office. And I think the report that is going to be most beneficial for you is to go to organization and then personally enrolled team. And that report is going to be all of your customers, your inactive customers, and all of your brand partners, all mixed in together. And but these are people that are first level to you that you have personally enrolled. And you can sort those groups by going to the top of the column, like the column that says type. If that would be the column that indicates whether they are a brand partner or a customer. And if you just click on that word at the very top, type, it'll sort them out so that you can group your customers together and you can group your brand partners together. And you can end up copying and printing lists. I mean, just play with it. But it would be a really good idea, I think, to print out lists and use a, check off system. Have you talked to them? Have you maybe even now sent a communication to ask them, hey, we have specials coming up next week. Do you want me to let you know? But this is a way to bring people into action and get your team ready as well as prepare your customers. And then another thing that I think is important to know is that some companies, anybody, whether they're a customer or not, can order a special. In our company, you have to be either a preferred preferred customer, or a brand partner. You have to be set up in order to take advantage of the specials. And so a very simple way to set them up is to have them order. If they want to be a preferred customer, you have to set up an auto ship like X39, but their first order could be whatever is on sale for Black Friday.
And Barbara, real quick, tell them where they'll find the specials in their under the store.
Oh, okay. So they will be, in your back office under store, where you go to create your subscriptions or place orders or order a maintenance pack. There will be a tab that says promotions. And it has always been, they've done a really good job. It's always been active. The minute the specials are active, that promotions tab has worked. So for an existing customer or an existing brand partner, that's all you have to do is go to that promotions tab and place your order. In the past, there have been a limit of 5 promotions per account. So, and a lot of us ordered all 5. And then, so it's under the store in that menu that goes across the top of the page. Then another thing, if you have a new person and they're inclined to be a brand partner, you can sign them up with the $25 starter fee, and you can let them order the special as their first order to go along with the $25. And to go back to customers, if you know how to make pre-populated carts, you can make pre-populated carts for the specials, because again, the company has been very, very good about putting the specials in that list, that menu list that we use to create pre-populated carts. So you can make different carts for the different specials, and you can just text out those links to your customers and your prospects. So there are a lot of features in the back office that will help you do this very efficiently.
Thank you, Barbara. Now you guys see why I'm so lucky to have her on my team. Kamei, we're going to be right with you real quick. But here's another thing. You need to, from your heart, express to people how important the 29th through December 15th, I think on the SPD call, I heard something about that, how important this time is. Don't go wandering off. Don't think you can just go through the holidays and pick up in January. Let me tell you, especially this year, 25 is going to be a roaring year. If you get back to work January 5th, you're going to be in a hole, and your whole team's going to be in a hole that way. I want to say one more thing about that, but Kamei, go ahead and add to this.
I just wanted to ask a question about, I have some people that are not very computer literate, and Barbara was talking about printing off a list. If they don't know, they don't have Excel, or they don't have numbers, is there a way to print that list off from the back office?
I think that's a Robin question.
Let me answer
I-
that. Every report in your back office, I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, has a little icon up in the upper left says download Excel. You can download that. If you run a report, you can download the report.
Right, but if they don't know how, they don't know how to use Excel.
You're gonna have to do it for them, honey.
Okay,
If they
all
don't know
right.
how to do it, they're not gonna be able to do it.
Or have them take a screenshot.
Yeah.
Teach them
Yeah.
how to do that, and they can
Screenshot.
print out from that.
So, thank you, Barbara, for saying what you said about the first orders, because that was a question for me, if they could just sign up as a starter and place that order in the beginning, or sign up as a preferred customer. This is hot, you guys. You really, really, really need to work with them.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have.
And what I would say is, often I don't have any knowledge that this is going to be true. But for the last 3 years, they've had a rank up contest right after Black Friday. And if your people are getting ready to be manager or directors or senior directors, you want to keep them focused, because there's usually a pretty good chunk of money that comes in that rank up contest. And also we've got Punta Mita. This is a way to gain points for Punta Mita. You're reaching out to people with these specials. Those people that, kind of didn't get back to you, get back to them. Yeah, Gregory.
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was told they're not doing the rank up this year.
Thank you. Okay, then that takes that one thing off of
They've
us.
done it the last 2 years, but I don't think they're doing it this year.
Okay, great.
It might
But-
surprise us, but
Yeah, that always surprised me. But here's what's encouraging you guys. Share my story. In 22, the Black Friday is what put me over with my team's help. This is a team sport, that I became presidential director. Last year in 23, this is the time of year, with my team's help, it's always your team, that I went over senior presidential director. It's a very powerful time of year. So we encourage you to get with your team, get them planning, wake them up. And, we're going to probably, if we have this call next Wednesday, we'll be talking about it some more. Any
So,
other?
yeah, one more thing. I just want to say, so we're expecting this time you're going to go elite presidential.
That's right, like in 1 week. That would be a total miracle. But but directors are leaders, and I found this great quote also, I'll finish with, that Jack Canfield had in the book, and it's from President Dwight Eisenhower. And he said, I have two kinds of problems, the urgent and the important. The urgent are not important, and the important are never urgent. You've got to focus on the important because the urgent always sweeps us away, right? It always does. And if you're reading the 10X is easier than 2X book, which I highly recommend, their whole focus is you have to do that 20% of the important that gets you to where you want to go. Thank you, Robin and Gregory.
Thank you, Janet. Be It always helps when you unmute. Here I am talking to myself. Thank you, Janet. That was really wonderful yesterday, and it was even better today. I think those of us that were on the call yesterday got a few more tips today. But I think this is just a window of time that you need to be intentional on taking advantage, and so if there's anybody who was on the call yesterday would like to chime in a bit, and I've got a few other things I'll cover. But I want to thank Janet and everyone that participated yesterday. We had a really juicy call talking about, business building tips for the holidays. And I took some notes. And in fact, last night, I hope everybody yesterday afternoon and last night, everybody got to hear Dr. Stacy talking about business building tips for the holidays on our LifeWave Connect, which I believe LifeWave Connect usually takes a little while to get up on the YouTube channel, the corporate YouTube channel, but they said it was streaming live on the LifeWave Business Builder, North American Business Builder Facebook group. And if so, it's there. And if you missed it, you definitely will want to watch that. So if anybody has any quick comments, and then I have a couple other things to share, but go ahead and raise your hand. And I'm just going to give you a few other notes that came off of our director's call yesterday and listening to Dr. Stacy last night. And number one, Junta Mita, Dr. Stacy, when you watch her, she really spoke up all the benefits of being on these company-supported luxury expenses paid vacations. And those of you that have been on them, you know what it's like. It does so much for building camaraderie with your team, cross-line camaraderie with the larger LifeWave community. So many benefits there. And I'm going to leave Dr. Stacy's call to expand and expound upon that with you. So definitely you want to watch that. But I think Punta Mita, the point tracker, the 5 ways you can earn points are the 5 fundamental things we all should be doing to build our business. So if you're tracking your points on the point tracker, whether or not you hit, I hope you hit the trip, but, not everybody that goes for it gets there, but the people that don't go for it don't get there, right? So if you go for it, you might get there, but even if you don't, you're going to be engaged in those income generating activities that are going to get you in position. So Art, this is for you, Eva. You tell Art that he needs to you need to teach him how to track his points, okay? There it is right there. She's got it right there. She's a good mama. So, but during the holidays, how do you find new people? It's you get out and go where people go, and be the magnet, as Janet says, wear the patch in a visible place, maybe not in the middle of your forehead, but on your wrist, on your, a lot of people wear the glutathione, on their upper chest. So be visible and have fun in the holidays, because during the holidays, you're going to be seeing people you don't normally see. And this is a good way to connect with them. And as like Kai likes to say, you kind of pique their interest and then follow up afterwards. You don't want to get into a detailed business discussion about LifeWave around the table at Thanksgiving. But, you know, you could say, oh my God, the benefits I've had since I've been using these light therapy patches has been amazing. And how's the dog? How's the kids? How, move it along. But you're dropping these little seed thoughts, and the people that are interested will pick up on it. So I think that's important. Get out, find new people in the holidays. There's art walks, there's Christmas strolls, the most important door to get through is your own. Get out of there. Okay. Now, it's also important to be connecting, because during the holidays, it's great to just connect with existing customers and your brand partners, like Janet was talking about, but connecting with your old friends, distant family, the people you haven't, how you doing? And with our new 5-step daily action plan, you connect, and then you pique their interest, you point them to a tool, you follow up, and you enroll. So this is a really good time to to connect with people and pique their interest. The other thing I wanted to say, well, we already talked about tracking your points at Punta Cana. These Black Friday holiday sales not only bring brand awareness and boost your revenue, but it's a tremendous opportunity to expand the benefits of our wonderful products to people that need them and just don't know it. And as Phil Jones taught us a few years ago at one of our national conferences, your job is to interrupt somebody long enough to make them interested in something they don't know exists. And that's how you're going to get new brand partners and new customers. And the last thing is Christmas cash. These specials, these Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you'll get paid for your sales increase before Christmas. Okay. There's about a 10-day delay, on payments, but you'll have cash in your pocket. So whatever you do with Black Friday, with Cyber Monday, you're going to reap the reward, and you're going to have cash in your pocket to offset some of the additional expenses that just happens with Christmas, with the holidays, whether it's travel, gifting, holiday meals and things. So certainly, these specials fuel momentum. And I'm just really excited that the company has developed this pattern of giving us this support. And you heard Janet say what it did to her. Now, she was already a senior director or executive director in 2020 through 2022. And so those specials helped her catapult to presidential. And in 2023, boom, it helped her catapult to senior presidential. And elite presidential is a bigger leap. And she's on her way there. And, but I couldn't help not put that out there as a little, little push on her. And, we're actually doing an elite presidential planning session, in a few days, Janet and I. So that's what I had to share this morning. We're right at the half-hour mark. Maybe we'll keep our discussions today focused on business building tips for the holidays. And if there's any other questions, we can answer them maybe in the last 10 or 15 minutes of the call, but I'll just open it up now for anyone that wants to share some experience, insight, questions, or ideas, how to take advantage of these next 6 weeks together. And go ahead, Diane, you got your hand up.
Good morning. This has been a fantastic call. I've loved it.
Oh,
great tips.
yeah.
My question is, do you know when the email will come out letting us know when what the exact specials will be for Black Friday and Cyber Monday? Sometime next week, perhaps?
I think that we will be receiving a notice early in the week, Monday or Tuesday, about the Black Friday specials, because they typically
Okay.
start a few days before Thanksgiving and go a few days after.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Sunshower. You're muted. Well, you're not muted, but I'm not hearing you. Yeah. Okay. She's going to dial back in. Sometimes that happens. Anyone else have any thoughts or questions they'd like to share? Eva's reaching for the hand button. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. So
Yeah,
it
hey,
was just
Art.
something I noticed on your on the website when you're in the shop. It
Mhm.
says for a for a regular patch it's this much, and then it doesn't show anything for where the X39 and X49 are. Like it doesn't differentiate what those are. So that I got confused with that when I was first looking at it.
Uh-huh.
Um, I was just thought I'd notice that and say something, and because it was just something I had gotten confused with, and uh it just wasn't clear, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to dig into that right here, but you're very blessed to have one of the best trainers in the company sitting next to you that I know she's gonna lead you. You're very blessed. You know, not only do you have the right genes, but you got the right trainer. And let's see, we got a few background noise, I think, coming through. So, I don't know that exact point, and I can't really address that right now, but I'm sure there's a good solution and a good answer for that. And if you can't figure it out together, we can do a call out after this call to kind of go through that together. Sunshower, you're back. See if you're.
Can you hear me now?
Now we hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, thanks. So just a couple tips for everybody. I love the idea of drawing attention to our patches through a different placement, like say on the wrist. Can you see me?
Mhm.
And you know, I have a little star on there. So like, you know, or some kind of bling so that people go, oh, that's interesting. What's that? Instead of, oh dear, they probably have something, some malady. I better not ask them, you know, but this draws attention and gets people smiling. And, oh yeah, I can tell you about this. Much less if Mike McClellan will unmute and say his experience by wearing our Live Younger name tags. Are you available, Mike, to speak?
Yeah,
Okay, go for it.
so I went hiking with this group of singles over the weekend, and I wore my name tag. And so one of the guys I was hiking with started asking me, well, what is this patch thing all about? So I had a good talk with him while we're hiking. After the hike, we went out to have lunch together at a restaurant. About halfway through the meal, he pipes up and says, guess what Mike's doing with these patches? And so everybody looked at me. So I kind of did a little mini presentation during lunchtime, and I got the names and numbers of 5 contacts.
That's
Go,
awesome.
Mike.
Good work, Mike. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I don't see any hands up. And if we don't get any hands up, we'll end the call early, but we're here as long as you want up till the top of the hour. And Donna just jumped in, and then Carol in after that.
Didn't type it in the chat, but I thought nobody else was going to talk to me. Shut it down before I finished typing it, so I'll just ask. So, where do you get those name tags at? You get those from the back office, or?
You know, the name tags, Liz, we need to remind me, we need to relist the name tag source, and I think they order them through Vistaprints. And
we got the original ones through NagTag.
Yeah, so
that was a large quantity order. I don't know if they do small individual ones.
No, I think Vistaprint was set up to do individuals, but we'll look into that.
The other thing we could do, Gregory, is to put the artwork into the Live Younger Success so that they could download it and then take it to their local Office Depot, Staples, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
okay,
that's what I've been doing. I have a local laser etch place, and I'm doing the same. I have the background design, and they already have printed for me before, so they have a template.
Mm.
Sally doesn't do it.
That's
Sally
a great. Thanks for
no,
bringing
she
that
does
up.
not do the name tags.
Okay, thank you.
No. Okay, we'll get to work on that. Thank you. Carolyn, good
Good
morning.
morning, my love tribe. I love using the InTouch app, and the 2 of the 3 newest videos still are marked private under the top line on new video assets. So is there any update on that?
I don't have an update. We're waiting for a feedback from the company on what the delay is. There must have been something in the video that probably one of our compliance people or attorney said, you know, you probably shouldn't say that, and they're probably editing. I'm just, you know, that's a guess on my part, but it's a high priority for us to get those back up. In the meanwhile, Liz, you've downloaded them and made them available to our team. You want to explain how they can find them?
Well, I'll have to put them in the Live Younger Success, but we have them on our Vimeo account. And so I can put a list in the either under what's new or the resources section. So we could talk, well, say where you want to put it, and then we can do it, and they'll know where to go look for it, because it won't take long.
I think in the what's new section, we already have a section about the 5 new videos. So maybe we just put the Vimeo link right next to the name of the
Okay.
video.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll do that. So later today, look on what's new on liveyoungersuccess.com and you'll be able to get the links to the videos that you can use in the meantime.
And as soon as possible, get them back, loaded back up and InTouch, because it's really nice to know when people watch them.
Thank you, Liz. You rock.
She does. Hey, Darlene, good morning.
Good morning. I highly recommend wearing your name tag. You can see mine is on. I put it on every morning when I get dressed. Some days I don't go anywhere, but I still put it on because I might go somewhere. And I can't even guess how many times people have asked me a question because I have a name tag on. I'll be in a store and they'll think I work there. And if I know the answer to their question, I'll help them. But I always say, maybe I can't help you with that, but I can help you be healthy. And they say, well, how can you do that? And it gives the opening to talk about the patches.
That's
I
awesome.
taught a sourdough bread class at my house this week, and I had my name tag on. And one of the other people in the class wears patches, and she commented something about the patch, and this other lady said, well, tell me about that. So at the end of the class, she's saying, I'm ready to buy patches.
Sweet. You're a model of success. Thank you, Darlene. Hey, good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, everybody. I just kind of an FYI, I don't know if anybody has brand partners or customers, clients in Canada, and whether you've heard, but Canada Post is on strike. They love to do this at this time of year. But anyway, I have some brand partners in Canada, so we looked into it. We were wondering if there was delivery at all, and there is indeed mail being delivered, but it's taking a lot longer. Usually Canada Post is anywhere between 6 to 10 business days. They're saying it's maybe about a week longer. Also, it's UPS ground is about 10 to 12 business days. In Canada, everything always takes a little bit longer there. But still stuff is being delivered, but you might want to check up on your Canadian counterparts just to make sure you're getting your orders. So just thought I would let anybody know that has clients in Canada.
Thanks for sharing that. Sad to hear, but glad to know. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks.
Can I make a quick comment on that exact
Oh yeah,
topic?
go ahead, Ray.
Just had a problem with a brand partner. They put an order through on Canada Post, and it's been 10 days. And yesterday I called the company, and graciously the company knows there's a problem with Canada Post and they would have moved it over to UPS or FedEx. But the problem was it was a post box and they needed a house address for a FedEx or, so they said, just get them to call in today and they'll get it changed over and they'll get it shipped out using UPS or FedEx. And it sounds like not even charge extra. So that's a very gracious thing for the company. I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. When Canada Post is down, there's no post box deliveries going on. Yep. Great. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Gregory. Hey, on a little different topic,
Mhm.
the LifeWave Connect, I have found that it's been a little bit tricky to find them on
Mhm.
the LifeWave corporate page,
Yes.
YouTube channel, and I just can't remember. Liz, do you normally post them on Live Younger YouTube? Because I would love to get a hold of both Dr. Stacy and David Schmidt on the water.
I do when they post them, but like you yesterday, I went looking on the LifeWave channel, and the last one that they uploaded there for the LifeWave product or the Connect product was like 3 months ago.
Oh my gosh. So you can't do anything, Liz, until it's posted on LifeWave YouTube.
No, if you find it on the Facebook group, I can generally get it there, but I couldn't even find anything in the company Facebook.
Is that something, Gregory, that you can talk to our
Yeah, and
Garrett?
we did have a transition. We lost our previous VP of marketing. We have a new one who's much more skilled. So there's probably a little slip between the cup and the lip and the change in staff. So things will get better. Sometimes things get worse before they get better. So but I did hear Garrett mention yesterday when I listened to the replay of Dr. Stacy's midday that it was being broadcast on the Facebook group, the North American Business Builder Facebook group. I
I'll
haven't
jump
looked to
in
see if
there
it's
and
there.
look. I'll jump in
Okay.
and look, because if it was, then I have an ability to grab it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Liz. Thank you,
Thanks,
Gregory.
Michelle.
And
Yeah, it was a great
just
call.
real-
Everybody should listen to that.
Just real quick, Gregory, that was on the
The Live Younger, it's on the LifeWave North American Business Builder Facebook group.
okay.
Yeah. Donna, hi. I hope I didn't cut you short last time. You have another question?
Yes, I wanted to know, this is unrelated to that. I heard that you guys are gonna provide us with ability to get our own personal websites.
Yes, correct.
That,
We are working on that diligently. Yes, we're working on the next generation of liveyounger.com. We're calling it Live Younger 3.0 because, we've had 2.0, the current version that's out there, we're probably at 2.7, 2.8 right now. But we're working diligently with Liz and a number of other leaders, Janet and a few others, on the next evolution of it. And once we have that nailed down, which should be within the next couple of weeks, the edits to the website, we've located a vendor that will enable us to offer people a self-replicating version. So not sure what the URL is going to be, but let's say it might be something like liveyounger.com/Donna the Artisan. And so, and the difference between what we have now and what you're going to have then is there's going to be a second page. So when they go through the videos on the first page and the information, there's going to be several places where it says, click here for more information or to join. And they click there, it's going to take them over to page 2. And we're going to tell them all the wonderful reasons why they should become a brand partner. We're going to explain the 3 different pack choices they have. And then when they click, yes, join, it's going to take them right to your join page on your LifeWave self-replicated website. And our targeted price, which I'm pretty sure is going to be $50 a year for that self-replicated website. And the self-replicated version up in the masthead, it'll have your picture down at the bottom, have all your contact information. So it will be branded to you. And so that's in the works. And we should have it ready for people in January is a reasonable target.
Question, quick. Water machine, any notes on when it's gonna be available and the supplements?
Great information.
Water machine, I'm thinking is going to be April. And the supplements, you know, they could be launched at the Vision 2025 virtual event. There's a pretty good chance that might happen.
Okay, great. Because I remember those samples, I loved them. I mean, when I took the nighttime one, I was like a rock. I went to sleep, and then the next morning I took the morning one, and I was like, I felt, you know, I could feel the difference a lot more than any other supplement I've ever used. So I'm excited about it.
That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. Okay.
The
Maureen.
water.
Hi, Gregory. This is Maureen. I have a binary question, binary-like question.
Okay.
So Robin always mentions, you know, if you're bringing in, I have a lady that I signed up and she's bringing in 5 people.
Yes.
And 3 of the people are family members. So I always remember Robin said recently to always put family together on one leg.
Correct. That's
So would that be
a recommendation also.
So I put this woman in on my left. And so when she puts them in, should she put them, her question was, should she stick them on the right or the left? I said, probably on your left where you are, where she is, correct?
Well, you know, you got
Because these are her
team
first
leg,
people.
You got the team leg and you've got the personal leg. And without digging deeper, I'd suggest, Maureen, you get some coaching from your upline director or upline leader that they could dig in and look. You know, I'd hate to just shoot from the hip and say, put them on the left, put them on the right, because they don't have enough information. And I can't dig that deep on this call.
Okay, so I guess we don't have an upline. I guess Robin said she would be our upline, I guess, because I don't have one. So I guess I should call, make an appointment with her. I'm trying to go on, excuse me.
You know, no, that'd be fine. We could handle that offline and get a little deeper with you on it. Be happy.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
you're welcome. Hey, there's our Canadian trucker, Carl.
Well, good morning to everybody. Thanks for the call. Great call. On my way to Texas, where Pete and I are doing an event in Seminole. But I just wanted to ask you, Gregory, if you can confirm what was shared at the director's call yesterday about the release of the water machine into Canada. I don't want to tell stories out of school, but you did say something significant. Are you prepared to make a statement about the water machine and Canada?
No, I'm not, because I don't know what you heard, and I don't remember saying that, but I don't have any information about the water machine in Canada.
It had to do with availability. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
There's a lot of talk about it, and I think we have to temper that excitement, not knowing when that machine is going to be available in Canada.
Yeah, my understanding, the initial release is only USA.
Okay, yeah, that's
Canada
what you
is
shared yesterday.
probably the next logical place for it to be available, but I doubt if it's going to be available simultaneous with the US. So
yeah, the point was for me, you know, and I've talked about it, so it's to me also to now know that this is going to be a while away, is to temper that excitement, because you know there's no sense getting people into a feverish pitch, not knowing when we're going to be able to deliver that product to those people.
I'll make a note of that, and I'll discuss that with Garrett, our North American country manager for Canada and the US, the water for Canada.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Hello, Kate.
Think it would be wonderful if you would review what your reaction to drinking the water was. I heard you state it once, and I bet everybody'd love to hear it directly from you.
Well, I'd be happy to share it. I was blessed to be amongst the SPD's experience, you know, which went on for a couple of days before the Dallas conference. and we all got to try the water. And they had 10 machines set up there, and they each produce 16 ounces every 45 minutes. And a serving is 8 ounces. So it produces 2 servings every 45 minutes. And so when I was blessed to get that first glass in my hand, I just felt like this is something special, it's like holy water, but so I just holding it, it felt different to me energetically. But when I drank it, I drank the first half of the glass, I could feel not really a warming, but kind of an energy sensation in my torso, emanating from my stomach area. And then it seemed like it went up into my head, and I just felt like somebody was turning the rheostat up, and my, atom cells, electrons were communicating better with each other. And I just felt more alert. It wasn't like caffeine. It wasn't like niacin or, vitamin B it was just, I felt like I was waking up, and I suspect, because David has said that when people are hooked up to very sensitive electronic equipment, within 15 seconds, there's a measurable difference in their energy and their force field. And, some people feel that change, some people don't, but, it's measurable in everybody, 100% measurable impact in their energy field. And I felt it. I just felt like, wow, I can't wait to be drinking this every day. I couldn't help wonder what it would happen, what it would be like when I mixed it with my morning coffee. So that's it. Thanks for asking, Kate.
Thank you for sharing that again. You said more, and I love it. I can't wait.
You're welcome. Well, we're almost at the top of the hour. Any other thoughts, questions that anyone wants to share, or we can bring this call in for a landing here? Personally, I'm very excited to see what kind of, Black Friday specials come up, and I think we'll all find out pretty soon. And hey, Diane.
Hey, I just wanted to say this is the ever-loving best community. Love it. I'm so glad to be a part of it. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Jim, you're the water expert. Did you have something you wanted to share? You had your hand up for a minute and then you took it back down. You got any closing comments for us?
It wasn't about the water. It was about the videos that we're missing on the InTouch app.
Yeah, but
if you go to LifeWave if you go to LifeWave Corporate, those videos are there and you can share them from there. I know they don't have your contact information on it like the InTouch, but you can also share them from there from the LifeWave Corporate site, and you might be able to download them as well. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah,
That's all I wanted to share.
I think they're downloadable. If you're talking about where that's where I downloaded them from. It's in your back office resources and marketing materials, I believe.
Yeah, and I download all those when they're available to my phone, so I can just send them from my phone, on text.
The ones that I've added onto the Vimeo, I've made those so that they are downloadable. So if somebody can't get them somewhere, they can get them on our Vimeo account.
Well, that's good that they're still in the back office. Thank you for sharing that.
That liveyoungerreplay.com?
No, that's your LifeWave back office. LifeWave.com, your corporate website, and you go into the resource, not the resource, what do they call it?
The resource section.
Yeah, it is resource. We call it resources also. So it's in the resource section, and I think you choose marketing materials over in the left column. And I think the first few things in there are the new videos.
Oh, okay.
But
well, when Liz said Vimeo, I thought that's
well, we've downloaded them and she's loading them in Vimeo. So we can link. You can't link people to your back office.
Right.
Okay, but you can link them to a Vimeo platform that we have that, and we can have that link published in Live Younger Success in the What's New section.
Yeah.
Greg, I was talking about I was talking about the Lifeway corporate Facebook page.
Oh,
So
okay. Oh, good. So that's, so they're still in the Facebook page. Oh, that's great. Thanks for that clarification.
Do you
They
have a
must-
link to share for your Vimeo yet? Or are you still in the process of building it?
No, I'll have to put the links of those specific videos onto our liveyoungersuccess.com. Then select the What's New tab, and it will be there within the next couple of hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've already got
thank
them.
you.
She already has them loaded in Vimeo. We just need to get the Vimeo links published in the Live Younger Success.
Great. And Gregory, one last thing. Do you want to talk about the POP webinar?
Oh yeah, I mentioned, thank you for bringing that up. You know, we've had the POP webinar .com. It's what's called an evergreen webinar system. And we recorded the webinar, you know, the Power of the Patch webinar, and had it playing 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And people would pre-register. It would send out a little reminder and send a link where they could watch it. It wasn't being used as much lately as it had been. In talking with leaders, we decided it's a great URL, popwebinar.com. And that has, as of today, it's now pointed to a recent replay of the POP showcase webinar that we do every Tuesday night.
And it's actually this past Tuesday's call
Yeah.
that it's linked to.
Right. So that was with Janet Kiefer interviewing Ann Moreau. So it was a great interview. So popwebinar.com right now. Previously, we've been using the URL liveyoungerreplay.com. So both of those will take you to the same place. But and you want to make sure, Liz, that Live Younger Replay is pointed to that same
Okay. Yep.
but you know, we'll phase out liveyoungerreplay.com and just rely on POP webinar. It's a lot shorter, catchier, and they're going to go to popwebinar.com, and then they're going to see me doing the Power of the Patch presentation with Janet and Ann Moreau doing the doctor portion. Great. Okay, well, we're at the top of the hour. Love you all. Glad we get together. Have a wonderful, those of you in the US, gobble, gobble. You know, we'll have our Monday and Tuesday calls, but you know, we won't have a Wednesday. We are going to have a Wednesday director call. I stand corrected. That the overwhelming majority of directors wanted to talk business on Wednesday morning, but we won't have a Thursday. But we will have a Black Friday special to be working with. All right. If you'd like to unmute your call and say farewell, this is a good time to do that. And,
Thank you, Gregory and Liz.
Gregory.
Thank you.
Great day. Thank you.
Gobble, gobble.
Thank you so
Great
much.
call, you guys.
Thank you. Wonderful call.
Synergy.
So much. This
Liz.
is a terrific
Thanks,
call.
everybody. Have a great one.
Liz.
Great call. Thank you, Love
Y'all
Tribe.
beautiful.
Thank you. Goodbye from
Very
Grand
cool to
Junction.
be a part of
Lots
this
of
community.
nuggets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Synergy. Bye-bye.
Love you all.
you're all so welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Synergy.